Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is your host with the most, King Geo in the house. And as you all know, if you haven't heard, the House passed the $2,000 stimulus. The House. But what does that mean? This is what it means. It means that before I go any further, hit that subscribe button, subscribe to my channel, smash that like button, and hit that little bell right there, your notification, let you know when I, King Geo, uploaded a video. Okay, so the House passed the bill of $2,000 per person and $4,000 for a couple. Now, what does that mean? It means nothing. It means that the House of Representatives just passed the bill of $2,000, and now it has to go to the Senate. And we all know the Senate and Mitch McConnell are not going to do anything about it. They could say, okay, we're going to give you $2,000, but it's going to be we're going to give you $1,400, and that makes up $2,000. But I don't think they'll go that far. I think what they end up doing could be they could wait for the January 5th elections to see how that goes. And if it goes their way, so then they have more leverage, and they can say, you know what, we'll give you 2,000, but this is what we want. We want in demand, because on January 20th, Joe Biden becomes, he gets sworn in as president of the United States of America. Or they could just do what Mitch McConnell always does, and just leave it as that and just let it be. So before we even go any further and say, oh, we're gonna get any money, no, that's just the way the House is saying, okay, since the CARES, not since the CARES Act, since the HEROES Act, they've been asking, and they passed it. They passed it for $2,000. So we gotta get this straight. We gotta get, we have to understand that when the Senate, it can go either way. When the Senate makes up a bill and they pass it has to go to the House. You can't pass one without the other. They both have to be. It has to be a bipartisan bill. It can't be partisan, because that's not the way Congress works. That's not the way it works in America. Both parties have to be, Republicans and Democrats. That's why they call it bipartisan. It just can't be a one partisan. That can never happen. So, whenever they decide to say, okay, well, we're going to give you the $2,000, or they're not going to give you the $2,000, because Mitch McConnell hasn't even said anything about it. He hasn't even posted anything. He hasn't said anything about it. And I doubt that he's going to say anything about it until the January 5th runoff, in Georgia. It's just all a political game, guys. That's all this is. This is a political game. Donald Trump only said anything about the $2,000 stimulus because Joe Biden said that he was going to do the $2,000 stimulus, and he didn't want to look petty. Donald Trump didn't want to petty. So that whenever Donald Trump does something, he never does anything for his own benefit. He does everything for his benefit, not the benefit of you or I. So don't get that twisted. But as far as the stimulus checks is concerned, I read and I've seen places where it says it can be done if you have direct deposit. It can be deposited into your account next week, or it can be in 2 weeks. It depends how fast the IRS moves. If you had it last year, that's not much you have to do, unless they tell you for a non-filer. There are still people that haven't even gotten their first check yet. And we're looking at the second one, 10 months later, right? So if you have direct deposit, that's the fastest way that the IRS is going to hit you up. And that you get your checks quicker, you get your money quicker. It's going to be the same standard as last year. $75,000 for one adult, $99,000 for two adults. If you surpass that, you don't get the money. Kids under 17 years of age. I understand that if you owe child support, it will get garnished again. So if you owe child support, you're not going to get anything. If you owe more than $600, you're not going to get anything. And if you filed last year and you didn't file as a file separately, there's another amendment I forgot the name of it. Not abused spouse. I think it's abused spouse. If you didn't do an abused spouse amendment, and then if you file with your husband or your wife and that person owes child support, that money will get garnished too. You have to, when you do that and you owe child support, you want to separate you from that person who owes child support, because if not, they'll take that money from you too. If you don't file separate, if you don't file the way I'm telling you to do. So that's what it is. It's just a game. So the $600 can be put in your bank account as early as next week. But don't count on these people, because I've gotten people who have gotten last year and the year before, who, when the where's my refund says you're gonna get on this certain date, and all of a sudden, when as they're typing that, it's already in their account. So don't go by that. But what I'm saying also is that they also go by what the House says. The House said one thing. They're okay. They passed the bill that they wanted $2,000, but the Senate has to approve it now. And is the Senate going to approve it? I don't know. I don't see the Senate approving that. Donald Trump has pissed off a lot of people, a lot of Republicans. As you see now, the House vetoed his bill for the defense bill, and the Senate's going to not vetoed, overrid it. And the Senate's going to do the same thing. They're going to override it because this is a bill that was passed bipartisan just last month. And the reason that Donald Trump wants the defense bill, he vetoed the defense bill, is because he wants this bill states that wants that Confederate names of leaders not be taken off in the future, and he also wants the media company, the media, Facebook, Instagram, all them to pay to be able to get sued when because as you know, he was censored, so he wants them to pay. So that's, I think, the 203.5 or 6 bill. So that's what it is. And this is a bill that bipartisanly last month passed, and I don't see it changing now. And out of the 9 vetoes that Donald Trump has done, this is the first one that was overridden. So with that said, it's just a mind game. I mean, not mind game. It's just a politics game. It's just we're not gonna see. We're not. It's gonna be kind of hard to us to see $1,400 check. It's gonna kind of see a $2,000 check. So whatever we get, just be grateful for that. Take it, save it, spend it. I mean, that's spending. Supposedly they wanted to go back to the economy, but that's not gonna happen because the economy's not gonna be. When they gave the $1,200, the economy boosted because a lot of people did buy, even if it was tires for their cars, but they still bought. And that when they buy that the taxes go into that. So it's just a waiting game. So don't put too much emphasis on what the House passed. You're gonna see what the Senate does now, and I wouldn't put anything until January the 5th. So we gotta wait for that. And then you see the Senate say something or do something. But I don't see any deal being done before Biden goes into office. To be honest with you, I really don't. All right, guys. So make sure you subscribe. Please go subscribe to my channel. Smash that like button, and I'll see you guys.